Right, welcome back to Turf and Tools. We have more robot mower, or auto mower in this case, action for you. We're trying some Husqvarna gear. Now, I've been using multiple different robot mowers to mow this property, been testing them out for you guys. Today we have the Husqvarna Automower, well, one of the Husqvarna Automowers. They have a massive range. This one is wire-free. I've even got someone coming to help me. I've even got someone coming to install it for me, which is a nice change. It means the chances of a perfect installation are much higher. Now, one of the main reasons I'm excited to try the Husqvarna gear is they're kind of the leader in this space. They've been doing it for over 30 years. Plus, they have support all around Australia, like national support. Here's my installer here, actually. G'day, mate. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Okay. Get in here, mate.
Oh, okay.
So I've got Harry here. Harry is going to be installing this Husqvarna Auto. How do you say Husqvarna? You better get this right.
Yeah, sometimes I put a bit of Swedish on it, so I go Husqvarna, but no, Husqvarna.
Okay, yeah, I'm a Husqvarna kind of guy, but yeah, so you're from Paul's Mowers at Richmond, which is pretty much my local...
Yeah, yep, local Husky dealer.
Yep.
Been there a long time, selling Husqvarna for close to 50 years now, so...
You have been? You don't look that old.
Not me. Granddad, he was one of the first.
Oh, it's a
Husky
family
dealers.
business?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Cool. But no, yeah, you're a local Husky guy.
Yeah, beautiful. And what do we got here today?
So this is the 430X NERA Automower.
Yeah, yeah. This is their latest technology.
Yeah, yep. So this model can be set up with their EPOS technology, which is wire-free, or it can also be set up as a boundary wired option as well.
So it's kind of a solution
hybrid,
for
yeah.
everything, because obviously with the mowers that rely on, auto mowers that rely on GPS, trees and things can be an issue.
Correct, yeah. So this has got both options, and you can, yeah, essentially install it in the majority of backyards.
I find it very confusing, so I will go through exactly what this thing is.
It's all good.
So we have this is a 430X NERA.
Yep. Correct.
Auto mower.
Yep.
But this one, so you could buy this and you could set it up as a wide system just like that.
Yep.
This one we have here has pre-fitted the EPOS module.
Yep. So you buy the mower by itself, and then you have the option to buy the EPOS module kit, which is this connection on the top. Which is
what you need if you want to run wire-free.
And then it comes with the reference station as well.
Okay, beautiful. So that's what we've got here. This is, I think, 3,200 square metres. Did I read up? Look at me, I've done my research.
You know your stuff.
And if you haven't seen, auto mowers before or anything, that's kind of very surprising underneath, isn't it?
There's not a big bar blade under there. All it is a tiny little discs.
You can actually barely
blades.
see them.
Yeah, that's right. It's literally just like a little razor blade. So it's designed to be only tipping the top of the grass off, as opposed to slashing it like a traditional mower.
Yeah, which is going to get you a better finish on your lawn. It's better for the long-term health and recovery of the lawn.
That's right.
And you can mow every day if you wanted to on these things.
You can, yep. 24/7 if you want to keep it out there all the time.
Now, it doesn't bag the grass, obviously, which might seem, if you've played with these, that's kind of common sense, because they just nick it off, it gets mulched back into it.
It's only taking the tiny little bit off, and then you're right, those clippings go back on the lawn.
So you're not seeing a big mess on your lawn or anything.
Yep.
And obviously they are very quiet.
Yeah, very quiet. You won't be annoying the neighbours with an auto mower, or annoying anyone inside trying to watch telly, or very quiet.
Now, being wire-free, you can set up multiple different zones?
different zones. So it's all controlled through the Husqvarna Automower Connect app, and you can have multiple zones. So if you've got out the back of your property, you need it mowing out the front, you can control that, or different zones in the backyard. You can definitely set it up to do multiple zones.
So you can set up on a schedule. Tuesday I mow that section, Wednesday I mow this one.
Yeah, correct, yep.
Or you can send it out to get it to do them all, and it'll just go back and recharge when it needs to.
Yep. As soon as it gets low on the battery, it knows to drive home, charge up again, and then follow the schedule as it's set. So it'll go out and keep mowing. I
think the biggest selling point probably for Husqvarna, obviously they're a leader in robotic auto mowers. Been doing it for near 30 years.
30 years, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Not many robots 30 years ago, but Husky were making them.
Well, I'm surprised the last few years how many people have popped up making
come to the market.
Auto mowers. The main positive for Husqvarna is that they have that national dealer network where it's, if something goes wrong,
we
can call up you guys.
We're here to help in terms of troubleshooting or any spare parts. Call up any Husky dealer.
Which there is a lot more value in that than you may think, because if you have a product that has come from overseas and then you have an issue with it, it can be a bit of a nightmare, that to and from, and trying to converse with people over emails, just trying to get the solution solved. But you guys are basically on call to come and fix these things.
Or Paul's, give us a call, we'll come out. But any Husqvarna dealer will definitely be able to help you out if you've got one of these guys.
And then installation, obviously you guys recommend getting them installed by you?
Yeah, definitely. So we can come and help install these, set them up, program to whatever you like. But also the options there for you guys, or the purchasers, to take them home and set them up yourself.
If you're switched on enough to know what you want to do. And so I would recommend you actually do get someone to come out and install them. I've played with enough of these things now to realise that there's lots of little variables that you don't know till you start playing with them. So to have someone come out and actually show you how it works, what it can do, the limitations.
Yeah, absolutely. And that will only help the performance of the mower too, if we can show you all those things.
And because you do sale and service these things, you can come out to a property like this and say, this is the mower that we think you should be getting, because this isn't the only one in the range.
There's multiple options to choose from. So we do the site visits and make sure the customers are picking the right one.
Which is very, very important, because if you don't get your mower selection right, your auto mower selection right, and then the setup, that's the only time really you probably have issues with it.
Can provide headaches, so we can hopefully eliminate that for everyone if we come out and help install them.
Now this has a little digital display on it, which I'm going to have a play with this at some stage. But so with software updates, obviously, does it automatically?
Yeah, so this is a robot. It's a Husqvarna continually updating it and sending firmware updates to your phone. So that's all done automatically, like the iPhone or Android phones. It's updating itself.
So you don't have to actually, they don't go, there's an update available, downloaded, it just auto does it? Or?
So it'll be prompted in your phone, and you just click update firmware.
Okay. Now we've got lots of safety features, obviously, because when you have something running around with the
that's right, spinning
blades
objects,
on it.
So it's got object avoidance on it. So if there is something or someone in the backyard, it'll sense it with its sensors and obviously stop itself and go around.
Yeah.
If a little helper does want to pick it up, as soon as you lift up, it's got lift sensors and it'll automatically switch it off and the blades will stop spinning. And it's also got a lot of anti-theft technology in it too. So as soon as someone picks it up, an alarm will be prompted and you'll have to punch in your PIN code to turn that alarm off.
And it's got GPS on it, so you can look up on your phone where it actually is.
So if your neighbour steals it, you'll be able to track it to your neighbour's house. And so a lot of good little features there.
All right, we might, I'm sure I'll have some more questions about it, but we might just get started on the install. I'm kind of stoked I don't have to do it. I'm expecting there to be no issues at all, no pressure.
You can go sit inside and I'll do it all.
All right, so I've installed enough of these things myself now to work out a couple of things that are needed for a good install. And that's Wi-Fi to where the base station is. A power point is...
Outdoor power is required.
I would recommend, and I've said this before, spend a bit of extra money, get an electrician to come out and put one near where your station's going to be.
Absolutely.
Because who wants to have a long extension cord going back to...
You don't want people tripping over that all the time. And it doesn't look neat. So.
And if you've got weak Wi-Fi, maybe a Wi-Fi extender, because I just think it makes... I haven't used this one, but I imagine it makes working with the app a bit...
It's not required, but it's a good thing to have if you've got Wi-Fi nearby. Because it is all run off 4G in terms of connecting to your phone.
As in the auto mower has 4G.
It's got a SIM card in it, and it can connect to the 4G network.
So that's more so for while that's out roaming around there.
Yeah,
away. Likely going to be away from your Wi-Fi.
Correct. Yeah. You can still talk to it via the app.
Okay, well that's definitely a good thing. The other thing is a good position for. This is the EPOS reference
station. Yep.
So this talks to GPS. The Automower also has GPS.
Yep.
They have a little chat with each other and they work out where it is within a centimetre or so.
2
is that
centimetres,
right?
yeah.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the main thing is this talks to the satellites as well. So it's all done off satellite technology.
And we want a nice, clear, open area for that. We don't want to be burying it next to a building or under trees.
Yeah. You want it as high as possible. But yeah, you don't want any tree coverage or the shed or the house getting in the way. So we'll find a nice spot for this.
All right. Well, first things first, we might pop this somewhere safe, and then we'll get back to the base. Then we'll get back to the base station.
That's a good click, that one.
A nice open sky area is going to give you the best signal. I had a great spot here in the veggie garden to mount the EPOS reference station, but most people, I imagine, would just put it on their roof line. If you're not sure, your Husqvarna installer will be able to locate the best possible position. Another thing to consider is a nice and level spot for the base station so you don't have any issues with docking or charging. If you just spend a little bit of extra time at the start making sure things are right, it ensures that you have no issues ongoing. All right, now we are ready to pair the mower, the base station, and the EPOS reference station to the Automower Connect app. Obviously, you download that. Once we've paired those 3 items, we then set a docking point, which is a point that the Automower will drive to before docking or while it's leaving the docking station. I set mine just about 2 meters from the base station. So each time it'll come back to this point and then just drive straight back to...
It's got the sensors, it knows to go straight in, so you don't have to worry about.
Now this will be the fun point for some people. Mapping, is that where we're up to?
We're up to mapping, yep.
Now to map these things, as we've been very clear, there's no wires here, so you have to establish a boundary for where it's going to mow in.
Correct, and it'll always stay within that area.
And to do that, we use our phone like a remote control.
Yeah, yep. So it's going to have the little controls like a like a PlayStation controller.
Right, so Harry's going to drive it over to our first area that we're going to map, and it's going to be this area here, which is, I did say at the start of the video, somewhat nicer looking. It's where our treated septic, that sounds really bad, but it's where our treated septic water goes. So it's somewhat irrigated. There are spots that are a little bit struggling, but you actually have grass here. So it's going to be a good test area. And then for a secondary area, we're going to go all the way down to the back fence down there. That's more kind of just like paddock grass. Now this bit was super simple to do. Just drive it around like a remote control car, drop pins, and the app will map a line between those pins. Now the Automower will know where you want to be mowing. If you get it wrong or you need to change it later on, it doesn't matter because you can edit the map in the app. You can shift the location of the pins or delete them completely. Now the last thing to do here is to set a stay out zone for the mower, which is around this tree that I've cut down, which I will be moving at some point, but for now it's a good test for a stay out zone. I could leave it to the Automower's sensors to just go around it, but this will again just ensure that I don't have any issues. The process is pretty similar as mapping your boundary. Just drop some pins around the item and you're good to go. So for these different areas, can I set different height of cut?
Yeah, absolutely, yep.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, whatever cutting height you like. Set different scheduling for it as well. Mowing type as well, like in terms of systematic or parallel.
And then I can press done and it'll just join it up, won't it?
Yep.
It's having too much fun. Okay, so height of cut we can change through the app.
Through the app.
And do you know what the height of cut range is on this one?
So the max cutting height is 60 mil.
Yep.
And then all the way down the bottom is 20 mil.
All right, so we're going to start with the nice grass area.
Yep. If we click start, it'll send the command to the mower, and then it will, if we slide back up, you can see it gives you the little prompts there. And from that point, you know what area it's cutting.
Yep.
You've got the how much charge is in the battery.
All right, that's looks like it's operating fine. If I've got any dramas, I'm sure I can.
That's
the beauty, I can call you.
Yeah, we'll come back and if I need to come out here, yeah, we'll come out and help with anything. Or
I'm sure it's going to be pretty fine. I've got heaps more to come in this video anyway. I'm going to show you over the next few days how it's working. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Well, maybe we'll see Harry. He was mentioning maybe they could bring out the Ciora, which is the real big commercial ones. You're talking like 50, 60 grand.
Yeah, and get this job done here really quickly.
I'd just be interested to see how it goes, just for the sheer novelty factor of it.
Yeah,
But,
all right.
yeah.
We'll organise that. I'll bring one out.
Thanks heaps, man.
All right, no worries.
Cheers.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, so it's about 3 weeks later. The NERA's been going for about 3 weeks, mowing this nicer turf area, as well as the rough stuff down the back. And it's been pretty boring, to be honest with you, which is a good thing. I haven't had any issues. The first couple of weeks I was just sending it out manually just to watch how it worked and everything. But the last week, I've just set a schedule for it. It'll mow here one day, it'll mow the back bit the next day. And it's kind of set and forget. Well, not kind of set and forget, it has been set and forget because it's just been doing it. Now, I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that the setup was done correctly, as well as the fact I've made them purposely clear areas. Any areas that aren't, I've set a stay out zone, so we're not having issues where it's getting stuck on anything. But yeah, it's doing a great job. So the other thing I think in my favor, I'll take you down the back, show you how clean it looks. Now this is pretty rugged here, and it won't look good on camera, but at least it looks tidy. There's not a lot of cover in some areas. It gets grassier as we go down the back, but it's just kept it looking nice and tidy. I did have another stay out zone here that was a big hole. I've since filled that in, so all I've got to do is delete that, and now it'll start mowing over that. But it looks quite tidy. I don't like mowing these areas with a ride-on mower. It's not nice to do because it's quite a dusty episode when you do it, but with the Automower, you don't even have to worry about it. I don't know if it shows on camera, but it's been going that way and going from the bottom up. And where there is, decent grass coverage, it looks quite nice. Now I'm going to keep running this thing, hopefully for another couple of months at least, to give it a good go and see if we can encounter any problems or issues. But I've got to say, so far, I'm pretty impressed.